play a game. Let me really quick just change our category. Voodoo Detective. All right, let's begin. Load game. Yes, that's right. We are at the Cheek Shell Hotel. What's the story so far here? So we are a detective, which you can see us down here. We're literally named Voodoo Detective. In fact, let me go. Where do we come in? I'll show you the town here. We're in this kind of like island town that's sort of being taken over by tourists and off-sea, venture capitalist nonsense people. This is our brother's place, whose name is really Donut Hole Billy. Donut Hole Billy. I guess Donut Hole Billy Detective, family name. But yeah, we're on a case right now where we are trying to find the memory of this woman who has been told that she is the wife of this Fontoul person, who's this guy with all this money. And yeah, we're just kind of trying to figure this whole thing out. It's still kind of developing, so that's what's up. The recent VOD is up on the YouTube page if that's something you're interested in. We're heading to this restaurant here because I think we're looking to meet the I guess like the rich guy's daughter-in-law to get some information. I believe that's what we're up to. So we have a waiter, some open tables, a swimming pool.
The swimming pool. No better way to spend a day at the beach.
More tourists here.
I can't stand tourists.
Hello there, handsome. Looking for someone?
Not anymore.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Okay, so I think this must be our person here. Roughly 6 years at that pace. Okay, so for 30 minutes, 2 bonathons. Okay, we've shaved off a couple years. I'm pleased about that. That's good math for me.
Dining alone?
Why do you ask? Looking for a date?
Maybe I am.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm expecting company, and my brand of entertainment is best suited for an audience of one.
Yeah, music to my ears, that's right. Alright, we'll keep asking these questions here.
Are you staying at the hotel?
I certainly am. I find it a welcome respite. Domestic life can be so drab. Wouldn't you agree?
I wouldn't know.
Count your blessings.
So the other thing to call out here is if this person is indeed the daughter-in-law, they are married. Yeah, if it's Kiki Lawton, she's married to the lawyer guy who is mega sketch. When we talk to him, so we'll see how that goes.
You wouldn't happen to know anyone named Kiki Lawton, would you?
As a matter of fact, I do. Better hold on to your hat, because she's the devilish darling you're gabbing with, Mr.
Detective. Voodoo Detective. Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Lawton.
Of course.
The pleasure's all mine, Detective. And you can call me Kiki.
I have a feeling that's always going to be funny, the fact that his name is just Voodoo Detective.
I was hoping I might run into my client. You wouldn't happen to have seen her. Goes by the name Mary Fontoul. Female, attractive, about 5'5", Looks like a little lost lamb that forgot the way home.
Who did you say you were again?
Bo Peep.
Well, I do know Mary, but she never mentioned a tall drink of water like you.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about her.
What do you want to know?
Mary's lost her memory. I'm trying to find it.
There you go.
Lost her memory? The same thing happens to me around 5 o'clock every evening.
Do you know if Mary started spending time with anyone new recently?
She hasn't mentioned anyone to me.
Okay.
Did Mary ever talk about her past?
Not once. Mary never volunteered personal information. And I guess I never asked. I'm not one to dig up the past once it's buried.
Oh yeah, and so yeah, again, just to catch anybody who missed the first session up, this pendant here is the one thing that the only thing she remembers, the first thing she remembers. Some guy gave her this pendant, which we have now.
Have you ever seen this pendant before?
I can't say that I have. Not very elegant, is it? Why do you ask? Oh, I know. It must be evidence from one of your cases. Is that it? Was it stolen? Or perhaps it was cursed. You did say voodoo detective, right? Oh, how delicious.
Settle down, Mrs. Lawton. No need to get excited. It's just a necklace.
An evil voodoo necklace, maybe. We'll see.
Do you know anyone who would want to harm Mary?
Well, her husband is quite wealthy. I'm sure there are plenty of less fortunate islanders who might resent her wealth. You know, eat the rich and all. But I'm speaking in generalities now. These people might feel the same way about anyone with 2 pennies to rub together.
Okay.
Have you noticed Mary acting strange recently?
Mary? God, no. She's as reliable a friend as any I've ever had. Such a good listener. Always quiet, non-judgmental, slowly nodding to let you know she's there for you. And those stony black eyes of hers are so beautiful, like glazed obsidian.
Black eyes?
She's just lovely. An absolute doll.
That's pretty interesting because that's a comment that was made by the butler as well. When listening to his operas, she just kind of like would stare blankly. And he's like, oh, she's just so engrossed in the opera. But it sounds like there's something else perhaps going on.
I've got other questions.
There's something about Mary.
I've got more leads to chase down. Gotta blow.
See you around, detective.
Detective. Right. So we do have an open table, which is interesting. Is this a scroller? Are we able to scroll here? Or is this the end of the... Yeah, we're at the end. Okay, cool. Golly, what else? Oh, right. So we also had another kind of little mini quest going on. We were trying to create this owner-honer spell, I guess, item thing. And we do have a couple of these things on. Black candle collected, lodestone collected. We need lemon zest, and so that's sort of the you know, the missing piece here. We have one lead into sort of a botanical garden, greenhouse type thing, which could maybe have a lemon in it. We're also looking for a mint, like mint leaf as well. So both these things kind of pushing in that direction, but we don't have the key quite yet. So we're gonna be on the lookout for how to get that key. I'm just seeing this note now. Household devices contain lodestones, magnets. I Googled what a lodestone was because I was like, I don't really remember. I've heard it before, but I didn't know what it was, and then saw that it's like a magnetic rock. I didn't realize it was right there. That's pretty funny. Anyways, keep your eyes peeled. Welcome back, Bonnie. Bonnie had stepped out for a minute and yeah, let's just let her back in. Alright, why don't you take a seat over here, huh? Rest. Take a load off. What happens if we sit at the table?
Can I get you anything?
Sure.
What's on the menu?
Well, let's see. We have our macadamia nut crusted mahi mahi bites. There's the steamed miso Thai snapper. Our special today is poisson cru, made using deadly fugo fish. For
Deadly.
drinks, we have the mighty mango mojito, our marooned martini, and our most popular drink, the Voodoo Wipeout Punch.
I don't know what we would need for any of these things.
How about some grub?
I guess we'll try food.
Yes, sir. What would you like?
The evil
I'll take the
fish?
special.
Evil fish. The
Excellent
deadly
choice.
fish, sorry.
Bon appetit.
Oh, she had it right there. That's pretty nice. That's quite a
Where
spread.
did you get that food?
Yeah.
Why, from our kitchen, of course.
And you just had it in your coat?
They don't call it a dinner jacket for nothing.
It's a pretty funny way to explain that.
That hit the spot.
It's interesting that this is staying there. Okay, let's
How
have a
about
little
something
beverage.
Sand down the edges.
Certainly. What'll it be?
Anything has lemon on it, that'd be helpful. So mojito has, excuse me, mojito has mint on it. We can try that.
I'll have a mojito.
Very good choice. Bon appetit.
Where'd you get that drink?
Why, from our bar, of course.
And you were just carrying it in your jacket?
They don't call it a bar coat for nothing.
Okay. You don't call it a bar coat for nothing.
How about some grub?
Yes, sir. What would you like?
I'll take it back. I'm not hungry. Actually, I think I'm good.
I'm gonna stop here only because I
Please let me
don't
know if you need anything.
know quite yet what to do. And I am a little tempted just to brute force it, but I think we got this carcass. This has to be it, right?
It's the carcass of the fugo fish I ordered. Looks like the poison gland's still in there.
Okay, that sounds helpful.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's a classic adventure game item, right? Poison gland? Like, hell yeah.
It's the poison gland from a fugo fish.
Okay. Don't know what we need to use it for yet.
It's the carcass of the fugo fish. I already took the
Okay, we're good on that. We'll take that. You have the tab, right? Gotten a bunch of free stuff in this game so far.
I think I've blown enough bread here.
Oh, I guess we just...
It's the money Mary gave me.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a finite amount of that money.
These tourists are everywhere.
Okay, so we've got the front desk clerk. A fountain with that fish on it, which is interesting. Very sweaty tourists. Two sweaty
I'd rather
tourists.
talk to a loaded gun.
Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot. We can use the elevator as well. Okay. What's the story
Good
with
day,
you?
sir. Checking in?
I'm looking for a woman staying here named Mary Fontoul.
One moment. Yes. We do have a Mary Fontoul staying with us. She checked in the other day. A shorter woman with brown hair and brown eyes. Came here alone, paid cash. She's staying in room 203. I believe she's in there now.
Well, that was
But you
easy.
need a room key to get upstairs. The Chic Shell Hotel takes our guests' privacy very seriously.
Okay. divulge the room number to me. That doesn't seem very private, but
Can I get a room?
Ordinarily, yes, but I'm sorry to say we're all booked up. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
How about if I ask real nice? Will you let me upstairs?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you upstairs if you're not a guest.
You're saying I need a room key to visit a guest? Can I just knock?
Like I said, we can't let just anyone upstairs. That's why we require a room key to use the elevator. Every hotel guest is given a spare set to loan out to visitors. That way it's up to them who's allowed to visit.
See you.
okay. I have a couple ideas here. First things first. We should just try the elevator and see what happens, right?
Good day, sir. Going up?
Yep.
Great. I'll just need to see a room key before I can take you upstairs.
Time for a bribe.
I don't have a key. Would a couple clams change your tune?
Sir, are you trying to bribe me?
Absolutely, I am.
You catch on pretty quick.
My job is worth more to me than a couple of clams, sir.
How about the whole chowder? Everyone has a price.
Not this elevator driver. I'm sorry, but my loyalty is not for sale.
Okay.
I'm just visiting. I don't have a room key.
I'm sorry, sir. We require anyone going upstairs to have a room key. You can ask the front desk for more details.
Okay.
On second thought, I'm afraid of heights.
And I'll just hide in my little room. What a crazy job working the elevator place. You're just kind of in there, a little box
That
all day.
fish must like these tourists about as much as I do.
Why did it have to be tourists? All right, so two ideas. One is right up the same kind of thought that you had there, Stripes, where I think we may have her phone number, and we might be able to ask for either a key or a her to come down to the lobby. I was also going to ask
Hello
Kiki
again,
here
Detective.
and see if
Couldn't
she
keep
has a room
away.
key, maybe. Could borrow it. Doesn't look like
I've
it.
got more leads to chase down.
See you around, Detective.
Detective. Okay. So we've been through here. I don't think there's... Yeah, it's just the hotel, right? Enter hotel. All right. We entered from this side.
I need to find out who gave Mary that pendant.
Oh, I know.
Might be time to crack open Grammy's book.
Oh, we've cracked it open. Problem is we do not have the methods yet. So let me try the phone here, because I could have sworn that was
I
one
don't
of the
have
things.
anyone to call.
Don't have anyone to call. Are you crazy? Yes, we do.
I can barely see my desk under all these bills.
Okay.
Nice desk, though.
I didn't foresee that happening. You don't have anything like... Ooh, poison thing. Soporific. Makes any meal a sleeping pill. Okay, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Strength enhancer. Okay. All right. Well, that was not what I expected. Is there any
My first aid kit.
like lemon in a bar? You know, usually there's some sort of way to fight off the scurvy, as it were. So we need a room key. We don't apparently have a way to reach Mary. This is the greenhouse. The greenhouse has got to have one of our items in it for sure. So I almost want to kind of focus in on that. Anything new with Benny?
Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
Hello, Detective. What can I do for you?
Thanks, Benny.
Just gonna peek. We're gonna do a little peek here.
Hello again, Detective. Any news about Mary?
So this is the presumed husband of
That's all
Mary.
for now.
But she believes that
Godspeed, Detective.
she's, I don't know, she's lost her memory, so she doesn't think that this is her husband. Kind of interesting.
I need to find out.
The only other thing I mean, let me just check the quarters again. I keep missing little hot spots in here. Cause like I didn't see Voodoo for butlers again. Like on the last session. Just making sure. We've clicked everything else though, so alright. Keep looking up here and thinking that it's the that's like exit to map type of button.
Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
I'm gonna ask one question to this guy here, just on greenhouse access again, just to see if we get any sort of hint. Maybe I didn't pick it up last time.
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
I'm afraid not. The Fontule greenhouse represents a spectacular botanical achievement. The variation in provenance among the flora we cultivate requires careful attention. The only way to maintain precise control over the environment is to limit the number of visitors we allow in. That's why I'm the only one with a key. I am sorry.
I have a feeling that we gotta use like that that sleeping
Thanks, Benny.
thing on poor Benny. Because I don't know how else we lift a key. Your favorite treat was the other bit. Oh, this has changed probably as well. This is the bank. When we entered the Fontule residence, the husband guy was having an argument with this Gordon Crumsford fellow. So maybe we can get in there.
And welcome to Crumsford Capital. What can I do for you today?
I'm a Voodoo private investigator. I was hoping to speak with Mr. Crumsford.
Oh dear, that sounds very serious. Mr. Crumsford's office is right over there. I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
Thanks.
All right, we're good to go. That's new. Yeah,
See
guy
ya.
does not sound sorry. You're right. Laid it on pretty thick. I'm terribly sorry. Okay. Portrait. A filing cabinet with a stock ticker. Not a scroller. So what's the take on the desk here?
That's a nice desk you got there. Beautiful, really.
How did you get into my office?
That was the right response. This desk reminds me of what's the guy's name from Ace Attorney, like Edgeworth's like mentor. It's very much that kind of desk. All right, Gordon Crumsford.
That must be Crumsford Sr.
Ah, yes. I like to think old Peepaw is watching over me.
Oh no, this doesn't look good at all. Congreve's inflammable powders is down 30%, and the Baltimore Opera Hat Company isn't looking much better.
Well, that's no good.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
A little light
You
B&E.
stay away from my filing cabinet.
Okay. Manfred von Karma. Yeah, right? It's whoever. I know there's like one there's something in the first like the first game of the trilogy where like you're going back and forth between one particular like lawyer person and another, and there's like I get to grab some information from their desk, and their desk is like extremely grand. This reminds me of that.
You don't smell like a man of business.
Nice place you got here, Mac. Though I prefer something a little more modest, like the Chrysler Building.
Heyo.
Who are you, and what do you want?
The name is Voodoo
Grossberg, yes.
Detective.
I think that's
I'm a
it.
Voodoo private investigator.
Ah, yes. I know who you are. You're Donut Hole Billy's brother. If you care for
Sure
him,
am.
you should advise him to sell me his pathetic excuse for a business.
I'm looking into what happened to Mary Fontoul.
What do you mean? What's happened to her?
Someone's wiped her memory. Dame's got the recall of a senile goldfish swimming in a martini.
So
So
Victor
dead.
hired
Yeah.
a private investigator to figure out why his wife finds him so forgettable. I could have sniffed that out for him.
Don't love that laugh.
Actually, Mary's the one who hired me. I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I see. Very well, Detective. I'll hear your questions, but make it quick.
This is this is the desk I'm talking about. I found it. It is Grossberg. That is correct. Is it this one? This is what it reminded me of. This is like silly and not important, but like I'm pretty sure that there's like lots of comments about how fancy this desk is and how like over the top the whole thing is. So anyways, that's what I thought. It's a random thought, but a thought all the same.
I've got some questions about the Fontouls. What can you tell me about Mary Fontoul?
I don't know her very well. Our brief interactions are entirely a consequence of my business dealings with her dreadful husband. She always seems like a nice enough woman, which raises the question, what is she doing married to that cretin?
You're right, Archie. That's right. My Ace Attorney. I don't know. Lore is all off. You're 100% right. I guess I'll just have to play all of those games again. Oh no, those games are so good. One of my favorites.
Do you know why anyone would want to hurt Mary?
Mary? No. However, it isn't terribly difficult to invent reasons to harm her husband.
Jeez, okay.
Perhaps someone's gone after the goose to get the gander. Of course, now we're building pyramids of surmise on a foundation of ignorance.
Okay.
What do you have against Victor Fontoul? He seems like a decent man.
He's an abysmal human being. A cold brain divorced from any heart. You've known him only briefly. I've been working with the man for years. Give it time. You may see things my way.
Perhaps.
I've got other questions.
This guy voiced Kellogg in Fallout 4. Oh, interesting.
Have you ever seen this pendant before?
I have not, though I would gladly have it appraised. It may be of some value. Yeah. Come to think of it, that pendant does look familiar. I can't place it, though.
Sure you can. Okay.
Smell you later, big guy.
Smell you later, big guy. Is that really all you have? Would you like money?
Are you kidding? Money doesn't grow on trees, you know.
A little bribe. Is that really
What is
all
it
we have?
now? I'm a very busy man, Detective.
Smell you later, big guy.
Alright, did I miss anything with him?
It's the camera I bought from Island Trader. The shopkeep said he developed my photos for free.
Okay, no need to use that quite yet.
I can't use that here. That won't help here.
Oh, Try and use that.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You stay away.
Yeah, the same thing. Same thing here.
Oh, this Congreves and
Okay. All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
Hello and welcome to.
see you.
All right. Well, we can try the law guy again now that we've met Kiki. Kiki is this guy's wife. We also can listen into the ventilation shaft here, but I think we need to do another puzzle to get to that.
I told you, no further questions. I have an important affair this evening. God, you don't listen. You're just like her, always manipulating, putting on an act.
Be seeing you.
I certainly hope not.
Okay.
It's a chain restaurant, closed for remodeling. Normally, there's a line around the block.
Okay. I'm a little... Okay.
I hardly recognize this town anymore.
So we get the mortar and pestle if we get the mint. That was it there.
What's new, Voodoo?
Check the brother. Questions about the case? Yeah.
I've got a new case.
Plenty.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Go right ahead.
What do you know about Victor Fontoul?
I don't know much about him personally, but he and Gordon Crumpsford own a company called Island Ventures. They keep trying to take over the bar. I always tell them the same thing. I'm not selling.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about Gordon Crumpsford?
The banker? I'm not a fan. Born under a bad sign, if you ask me. A dollar sign, the money-grubbing glutton. He's one of those Island Ventures fat cats who keep trying to take over my bar. They want to pull the piano right out from under me. I always tell them the same thing. I'm not selling.
What do you think of that lawyer on Main Street?
I don't know about him, but I know his wife, Kiki. She swills cheap spill at the Chic Shore restaurant.
That's enough shop talk for now. See you around, Billy.
Come back again soon, and don't forget that harmonica of yours. It always brings me back.
Well, if it isn't New Guinea's newest detective, what can I do for you, VD?
I need the skinny on some of the locals.
Okay, we got some new information. Maybe
Of course,
something
BD.
will
What do you
become
wanna
apparent
know?
here as we go through the dialogue trees.
What do you know about the banker, Gordon Crumpsford?
Oh, him.
That's all I needed to
He and
know.
Victor Fontoul are always pestering poor Billy to sell the bar.
Do you know anything about the lawyer on Main Street?
Yeah, he does all of Island Ventures' legal laundry. If I were you, I'd keep my distance. That weasel's liable to bite.
Have you ever met Kiki Lawton?
Is she related to Theodore Lawton?
His wife.
I see. Well, if she's anything like her husband, I'd steer clear. Some kinds of dirty don't wash off with water.
What's the story with Benny the butler?
Oh, that old so-and-so? Yeah, I used to mix in with him. It was nice to have a little zest for a while, but the twist is he thought it was going to be something more. Things got muddled and I had to get tough. Our relationship ended up on the rocks. He was pretty shaken up.
Oh.
Still, I hope he's doing all right.
Was the letter?
Found this letter in
Yeah,
Benny's room.
okay.
Lots of tears on it. Is it from you?
Tears. Oh dear, that poor boy. Listen, VD, can you do me a favor? Can you give this to him? I don't like how we left things. I didn't mean to hurt him.
All right, there we go.
What's the story with Benny the...
Did you...
Not yet.
Okay, we're good to go then. All right.
Thanks for the info, Ricky.
It was great info. Thank you.
I've got a split. See you around, Ricky.
Right. All right, we've got a way forward here. When it all fails, just talk to everybody. The old Gabriel Knight method. Just keep talking to people. Eventually, someone will spill the beans.
Ricky gave me this letter to deliver to Benny. I guess you can call me Voodoo Courier now.
Ooh, we have to change your name.
I spoke with Ricky. He asked me to give you this letter.
Oh, Ricky.
Archie.
Thank you, Detective. This means a lot to me. If there's anything I can do to repay the favor, just let me know.
Oh, I cash in on that real quick. I'm gonna cash in on that real quick here.
Well, if it isn't Benny the Butt.
Hello.
Benny the Butt.
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
Well, normally I'd say no, but you've been so kind to me.
Don't forget we like broke into his room
It's the key to the greenhouse.
and like ruined his day earlier by like we rummaged through all of his stuff to find that first letter.
Thanks, Benny.
So he's forgiven us quite a bit. That's nice. All right, so we have the key.
Thanks for the key, Benny.
Okie dokie. We've got a lot to look at here. Flowers. Hello.
Nice flowers.
Leaves.
The top two shelves hold all sorts of flowers.
Bird of paradise.
It's a bird of paradise.
Lemon trees, lemon zest.
You
We need the
can never
zest.
have too many lemons.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Fruits and veggies. This place has it all.
Tell me there's a mint leaf in here.
I have too many lemons.
One life gives you lemons.
The bottom shelf has aloe, orchid, fiddle leaf fig, and mint. Looks like I'll be getting that mortar and pestle after
I
all.
was gonna say, you can't tell me you're gonna bring me to a place with a bunch of plants and not give me both pieces here. That would be a real shame for me. He just said you can't have too many lemons. He did. Oh my, how the tables have turned.
I've got your mint right here.
Wow, you found some. Thanks, VD. I was about to run out. You're a lifesaver. You have yourself a trade. The mortar and pestle are yours.
Terrific. All right, so with that in hand, I think we need to just combine these things, right? Isn't this how this works? Grind up ingredients with mortar and pestle, apply the resulting paste to the lost item. You saved the bar with all that mint.
Here's my lemon zest.
Oh, not that.
This black candle should work.
I don't know how we're gonna grind up a magnet, but go on.
I think this qualifies as lodestone. I think that's it. The owner-honer mixture is ready to use.
Okay, so this gets used on that.
Looks like the spell worked. I can feel the pendant pulling me somewhere.
Okay. Oh, okay. We have a little Ooh, interesting. This?
Pendant is pointing at this old mausoleum. Plaque says Lamoon family. It's locked. There are fresh footprints leading inside.
Yeah.
Someone must have been here recently.
Okay, fascinating.
That's the Lamoon family mausoleum.
Lamoon, you
It's
say?
locked, but there are fresh footprints leading inside. I'll need a key to get in.
So everybody in this town wants keys.
What is it that you want?
Can you let me into the Lamoon mausoleum?
I am a grave digger, not a crypt keeper. I don't have a key.
Well, who's got it then?
Yeah.
Try Gordon Crumsford.
Crumsford.
He owns the cemetery. I merely fill it with corpses.
Okay, that's one way to look at it.
I saw footprints leading into the Lamoon mausoleum. Have you seen anyone going in or out of there?
Perhaps I did. Perhaps I didn't. My mind's a little misty.
Would a couple of greenbacks help dig up your memory?
I don't need your mortal coin.
I do need more mint.
I don't do bribes.
Then you're scratching at the wrong grave, Buster.
All right, Eartha. What's it gonna take?
Very little interests me beyond tending to the dearly departed, but I have had my eye on one of those new island brand shovels.
Okay.
Bring one to me, and it may resurrect my memories.
Just waiting for her to be like, I need a key as well to somewhere
Good
else.
chat. I'll be seeing you, Eartha.
Maybe this
Folks
is.
always do, sooner or later.
Maybe this is a Yoda Stories playthrough after all. All the keys that we're gonna need to pick up here. Okay, so first off, I guess we should stop at Island Trader and see if we can get our hands on these shovels. Oh, I might be completely blind, not seeing shovels, but maybe we'll just talk to the clerk.
Welcome to Island Trader. Please let me know if I can get anything for you.
I was told you guys sell a very special shovel here.
You must be referring to the upcoming release of our new line of island shovels.
That must be.
That sounds about right. I'd like one.
You and me both. They're not out yet.
Oh.
What do I have to do to get one early?
You'd have to get approval from my boss, Mr. Fontoul.
Of course.
Good luck with that, though. He's pretty strict about new product releases.
I'm just gonna look around.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, it is interesting acting with the not crypt keeper, the grave digger. Okay, so we need to stop at Fontoul's again, I suppose, but we'll go here and talk to Crumsford about the Lamoon
What is it
mausoleum.
now? I'm a very busy man, detective.
Good sniff.
I heard it through the grapevine that you own the cemetery.
Indeed I do. Death and taxes. I can't collect the latter. I can certainly profit from the former.
Golly.
Can you let me into a specific mausoleum?
I'm afraid not. Only the families of the interred are allowed keys to their mausoleums.
Keys, of course. Yeah.
Entirely up to them what they do with their dead.
Alright, we've got a Bonnie treat that's just come in from Goose of Time. Bonnie very excited to accept the treat. Thank you very much. Did you chew that at all? Slurped it down. Okay. Hey, you know what? Fine with me. Get some extra pets in here. Look at how she's sitting. This dog never fails to crack me up. Just a whole vibe, this dog. You're a good girl, bub. Alright. Back to Key Detective.
Does the name Lamoon mean anything to you?
Yes. I knew the Lamoons.
Then make like a clumsy barista and spill the beans.
They were a family of three. The father, Francois, the daughter, Genevieve, and the mother, Esmeralda Lamoon. May she rest in peace. They owned a local gumbo restaurant that was acquired by Island Ventures. Thus, I knew them through my business dealings with Victor.
Gumbo.
What do you know about Genevieve Lamoon?
She was a child. What more is there to say? Just another seed that never had the opportunity to sprout.
That's dark. I like the delivery of that line.
What do you know about Francois Lamoon?
Personally, I found Francois to be a noisome bore, a crude man with a primitive mind. How he managed to win a treasure as pure and wonderful as Esmeralda, I'll never comprehend.
What about Esmeralda Lamoon?
My dear Esmeralda, a bouquet of a woman. Her smile was serene, her heart was kind, her temperament mild, and her cooking...
Gumbo.
Her cooking was an intimation of divinity. I won't lie, Detective. I loved Esmeralda. Always from afar, but I loved her.
You make it sound like the Lamoons are all dead.
Esmeralda and Genevieve are dead, yes. According to the papers, they drowned. But we don't know what happened to Francois.
According to the papers, I take it you have your own theory?
Well, you already know Victor acquired the Lamoon family restaurant to help launch Island Kitchen, yes? What you might not be aware of is how the Lamoons were compensated. Overcompensated, in fact. Victor made no effort to conceal that he was grossly displeased with the situation. Over time, the man's mind seemed to fray. He became distant and cold in the presence of the Lamoon family. That is, until they were no longer around.
So you think Victor killed the Lamoons? What, to get back control of the company?
Well, yes, control, but it was also about money. With the Lamoons out of the picture, Victor became a much wealthier man. You may well ask if money was motive enough for murder.
Oh.
I would argue that men have killed for less. And if you knew Victor as I know him, well, you'd have a much shorter list of suspects.
I've got other questions.
Okay.
That's enough for now. I may come back later.
Interesting. That seems pretty damning. All right. Well, we've definitely got a few things to talk about here. Up top, right?
Hello
Victor.
again, Detective. Any news about Mary?
Oh yeah, we need that shovel.
The Island Trader shopkeep told me I needed your approval to buy the new Island brand shovel.
Ah, yes. I'm very excited about that one. However, as a rule, I prefer to confine our new product releases to a specific date. Is there a good reason you need the shovel right now?
It has to do with your wife's investigation.
It does? Well, then why didn't you say so?
I just did.
If you think a new shovel could help bring my Mary back to me, then of course you may have one. I'll have the shopman set one aside for you.
Thanks, Vic.
If
That
you
was
don't
easy.
mind me asking, how do you anticipate a new shovel will help you with my wife's investigation?
It's kind of a long story. You remember that pendant your wife woke up with?
Yes, I recall her showing it to me, and we never did figure out where it came from.
Well, I was able to trace it back to a mausoleum at the cemetery. Does the name Lamoon ring any bells?
Good lord. The Lamoons owned a local gumbo restaurant that we acquired in exchange for a substantial stake in Island Kitchen. Gordon and I worked closely with Francois and Esmeralda to integrate their recipes into our menu. It was an exciting but difficult time.
How so?
Exciting because the Lamoon recipes drove a new wave of popularity for Island Kitchen. Difficult because Gordon had become infatuated with Francois's wife, Esmeralda. It made for rather awkward business meetings.
So what happened then?
Well, about a year after the acquisition, Esmeralda and her daughter, Genevieve, washed up on the beach, having drowned. Such an appalling tragedy.
Yeah.
So what? Mother and daughter forgot how to doggy paddle?
Well, yes. The official police report deemed it a swimming accident.
Interesting. Mason's Sinister's quest. Hello, hello?
Why do you think someone would want Mary to have a pendant from the Lamoon family?
That, detective, is the one question I truly have no answer for. What in the world has the tragic Lamoon family tale to do with my Mary? If you figure that out, please let me know.
What happened to Francois?
As you know, Esmeralda and Genevieve died. As far as I'm aware, Francois went missing around the same time. He wasn't present for the official inquest into his family's demise.
So you're saying he could still be out there?
It's possible he's still alive, yes. But if he was with his family when they drowned, it's more likely his body was simply never recovered.
Okay.
You don't sound like you buy the official story. Let's hear your version.
I don't like to speculate without proof.
Humor me. I won't quote you.
Well, despite my personal difficulties working with Gordon, I hate to cast aspersions on the fellow out of hand. It's just that he always carried a torch for Esmeralda Lamoon. And as I said, it made for rather awkward business meetings. Things only seemed to grow worse over time. In my view, it made him unstable.
What exactly are you saying here, Mr. Fontoul? You think Gordon killed Esmeralda and Genevieve?
Oh, no. That seems extreme.
And yet here we are. I asked you what you think really happened, and you tell me how crazy your business partner can get. What's a detective to think?
Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything. Saying it out loud, it seems far-fetched. Forget I mentioned it.
Yeah, seriously, there's a lot. People are spilling a lot of beans about a lot of other people right now. Too much of a lonely romantic. Yeah, it's also true. Also, we went to break there, but hello, Sinister's quest, in case I didn't get you.
Gordon had some interesting things to say about the Lamoons.
Oh? Like what?
Here it is.
Well, for one thing, he suggested you weren't too pleased with how much of Island Kitchen the Lamoons controlled. He seemed to think it might have been enough to constitute motive. What do you think, Mr. Fontoul?
Why, that's ridiculous. The Lamoon's influence was integral to nurturing our nascent enterprise into what you see today. I never harbored anything but goodwill towards the Lamoons. And I'd certainly never hurt, let alone kill anyone. Gordon is way out of line.
That's enough about the Lamoon family for now.
All right, let's go get that
That's all
shovel.
for now.
Godspeed, detective.
Okay. To the shovel. Which is here. Donut Hole Billy's.
Welcome to Island Trader. Local goods at loco prices.
Loco. Love it.
I believe you have a shovel for me.
Ah, you must be Mr. Detective. I've
Yeah.
got your shovel right here.
Mr. Detective.
I'll take it.
A trade's a trade, and our trade is your happiness.
I never like games like this where it's like, do you want to actually buy the shovel? Because I'm like, should I not buy the shovel? You know what I mean?
It's my island brand shovel. Here you go, Eartha. If anyone asks, you didn't get it from me.
Oh, this is excellent, my darling. I'll be the talk of the tombs. It has the logo and everything.
It's the simple things, you know?
You just wanted the sticker?
Yes.
Right. Well, maybe now you can tell me who was snooping around the Lamoon Mausoleum.
It was that lousy little lawyer. Something about that guy gives me the creeps.
You mean Lawton?
Yes, spooky fellow.
I saw footprints leading into the Lamoon Mausoleum.
It was that lousy little lawyer. Something about that guy gives
This is
me
the same
the
thing.
creeps.
Was it not
You mean
crossed out?
Lawton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good chat. I'll be seeing you, Eartha.
Folks always do. Sooner or later.
All right.
Eartha said Theodore Lawton, the lawyer on Main Street, has been inside the Lamoon Mausoleum.
Guess we gotta shake him down.
Got to find some leverage to get that weasel to squeal.
Okay. Well, we can definitely listen in up here on him.
I told you, no further. God, you don't.
Yeah, it says the Gravedigger. Really? Yeah, seriously. Mr. Detective, we just say... Oh, what was the line? Mr. Manager. It's just manager. It's just detective. I don't think the rest of it like.
I've got a surprise witness, counselor. Eartha the Gravedigger saw you visit the Lamoon Mausoleum.
That is a bold accusation. I think you should leave.
I love that
so,
show.
We're going to do this the hard way, huh?
I don't like you.
Well, I bet with a little leverage, I could pry my way into your heart. Be seeing you.
I certainly hope not.
Okay, so I mean that's part of this. I can't remember what he says here. I think we have to do something to get down here.
If I could fit in there, I'd have front row seats to the counselor's crooked cabaret. But I either need to shrink or find someone a little more petite to help me out. I think it's time to pay a visit to my client.
Oh, wait.
Eartha said Theodore Lawton. I've got the...
What?
I could fit it, but I either need to shrink or find someone a little more petite to help me out. I think it's time to pay a visit to my client.
Okay, so by that suggestion, we need to get into the hotel. To get in the hotel, we need the key, the room key, or a room key, really. Oops, I don't need to go here. We did try the phone, yes?
I don't have it.
We got plenty of people to call. All right. I'll quickly check the restaurant again because I think. Okay, we got what we needed.
Hello, Hello again, Detective.
Check with
Couldn't keep
Kiki
away,
quick.
huh?
The other thing I might try to do, I guess, is maybe we ask the folks at Billy's bar there about the Lamoon people, and maybe we get a little lore drop.
Does the name Lamoon mean anything to you?
Lamoon? No, I've never heard the name. Why, who is that?
That pendant I showed you was given to Mary around the time she lost her memory. I traced it back to the name Lamoon.
Sorry, the name doesn't ring a bell.
One of the puzzles in the series where the correct answer is to say there is no inconsistency and move on. Oh, that is really tough. I haven't played Dual Destinies. That would drive me crazy. Wow. Yeah, I know like what like those kind of puzzles in that game as well. It's always kind of a suggestion in your mind that it's like obviously has to be. They would never do that.
The Lamoons owned a small gumbo restaurant that was acquired by Island Ventures. They worked with Mary's husband.
And then you might want to ask him about it, darling.
I found out your husband was padding around the Lamoon mausoleum. Left his footprints all over my case. Care to comment?
And here I am, thinking he can't leave the office because of work. Did you ask him about it?
Well, I've tried, but he keeps giving me the old 86.
I'd act surprised, but I know how single-minded and selfish he can be. He has the gall to accuse me of neglecting him while he goes gallivanting about town, telling me he's at the office. Apparently, I need to be a corpse for him to pay me a visit. The liar. Frankly, I think my workaholic husband has been cheating.
You don't say.
You want information on the Lamoons, yes? If Theodore was at their mausoleum, they may have been clients of his. And it just so happens I have access to all of his files.
Oh.
Let me guess. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Sound about right?
Bring me evidence of my husband's late-night cheating, and I'll give you all the access you want to his files. I'm staying in the honeymoon suite. Here's my room key.
Okay, we got the
in
key.
case there's anything you'd like to report. Now, if you wouldn't mind, darling, I'm expecting company.
Okay, we've got a room key. Not in the way that I expected to get it, but we've got a room key. Let's head on up.
Good day, sir. Going up?
Yep.
Sure am.
Great. I'll just need to see a room key before I can take you upstairs.
Here's that room key you demanded.
You demanded.
Fantastic. Step right in.
Could you imagine going to like the store, you get your meal deal at Tesco or something, and they're like, okay, that's, £3. And you're just like, well, here's the money you demanded from me. It's a weird way to do that. So there's Kiki's room. We can sneak around there, I suppose. Mary's room. Okay, it's just those.
Theodore Lawton, the lawyer on Main Street, has been inside the Lamoon mausoleum.
I clicked myself.
I've got to find some leverage to get that weasel to squeal.
Who is it?
How did you make it up here already?
Voodoo detective. We met at the pool.
Oh, hello, Detective. Have you learned anything new about my husband?
Sorry, not yet.
Well, please keep looking. You'll have to excuse me. I have a guest to entertain.
Okay. How the heck did she get up here so quick? That's crazy. Okay. Mary.
Who is it?
Santa Claus, open up.
The North Pole's up another floor. But I guess you can come in anyhow.
Okie dokie. Anything in here? Desk. Bulletin board. Comment on the desk. He loves
That's
desk.
a beautiful desk.
Thank you?
Loves desks.
Looks like you've been busy.
There's not much to do around here, so I thought I'd do a little investigating of my own. I'd been hoping you'd show up. What have you got for me?
How you doing?
Oh, just dandy. Isn't it every girl's dream to hole up in a hotel room because her mind's been erased? You really ought to try it sometime.
Hang in there, Mary. I've been looking into that pendant. Does the name Lamoon ring any bells?
None that I can hear. Why?
The trail goes cold at the Lamoon family mausoleum.
Well, what does that mean?
It means I get to use the word exhume in a sentence.
Exhume.
I got some info on the Lamoons. Their names were Francois, Esmeralda, and Genevieve. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear, respectively. They owned a small gumbo restaurant a few years back that was acquired by Island Ventures. From what I gather, about a year after the Lamoons sold their gumbo joint, the mother and daughter turned up dead, drowned in some sort of accident. The father up and vanished.
And that pendant led you to the Lamoon family mausoleum. So where does that leave us?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep digging, so to speak.
Ew, yeah.
Your husband's business partner seems to think Victor might have had a hand in the Lamoon family tragedy. Says Victor had buyer's remorse after the acquisition of the Lamoon restaurant. Felt he had given them too large a stake in Island Kitchen. Victor wanted to regain control of his company and didn't mind getting his hands dirty. Gordon doesn't seem to think very highly of your husband.
He's not my husband. Do you think there's any merit to Crumsford's story?
The investigation's still open, Voodoo Dollface. I have more leads to follow up on before I'm ready to draw any conclusions. Victor implicated Gordon Crumsford in the Lamoon family tragedy. Says Gordon was gaga for Esmeralda, but she wasn't interested in what he was selling. He lost his temper, and they lost their lives. At least according to Victor. He and Gordon don't seem to get along too well.
You've met Crumsford. Does he strike you as a violent man?
The investigation's still open, Voodoo Dollface. I have more leads to follow up on before I'm ready to draw any conclusions. That's
Interesting
all I've
stuff
got on
here.
the Lamoons for now.
All right, the cemetery.
Get this. Gordon Crumsford owns the cemetery.
Dig this.
You think that's relevant to my case? Or are we just gossiping now?
I can't say for sure. I thought it was interesting. I think I've got a lead.
Oh, good. What did you find out?
Looks like Theo Lawton, the local ambulance chaser, has been poking around the Lamoon mausoleum.
Do you think he has something to do with my case?
I don't know, but he's awfully tight-lipped for a man with nothing to hide. I just need to find a way to get this lawbird to squawk.
Please, let me know if I can help.
And I think that's the suggestion, right?
How'd you like to get some fresh air?
I get the feeling you're not inviting me for an evening stroll.
I could use your help getting information from Lawton, but it might be dangerous.
I'm in.
Okay, that was
You
easy.
haven't even heard what the job is.
I want to help. This is my case, after all. So, what are we going to do? Kill a chicken on his grandmother's grave? Slip a mojo in his coffee? Ooh, curse a crocodile and take its teeth?
We're gonna take pictures of him cheating on his wife.
Voodoo pictures?
Sure.
It's not that kind of job, sweetheart.
You know, so far, you haven't really lived up to your name. Oh well. Any excuse to escape this claustrophobic hotel room.
We're about to put her in an even more
I can't stand
claustrophobic
being
spot.
confined to close quarters. What do you need?
Maybe that's the joke.
I need you to climb into a ventilation shaft.
Yeah.
My, what a glamorous profession you have. So when are we doing this?
I mean, we can do it now, right?
Meet me on the roof of Lawton's law office at sundown. And you might want to wear pants.
Keep the fashion tips to yourself, Trenchcoat. I'll be there.
This game's crazy. It's pretty cool.
This is kind of exciting. I've never been on a stakeout.
How would you know if you've had?
I suppose you're right. I could have been a spy before all this. I wonder how many sunsets have been stolen from me.
Don't worry, kid. We'll get whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I've got the camera. I'm gonna see what I can see.
I think we ought to wait a little.
Grab my legs, Voodoo.
Wait, hold on. Kid's got more backbone than an anaconda.
I've got you this time, husband. Full house.
Oh dear, you do make a compelling case. Hey, what's that behind you?
Where? I don't see anything.
I thought I saw your mother. Sorry, sweetie, it must have been my imagination.
You're not getting out of this that easily. Now, show me your hand.
Royal flush.
Ugh, you've got to be kidding me.
Better luck next time, sweetheart.
Well, how'd it go?
Pretty incriminating.
He's a cheater, all right. Here, I think I got what we need.
You did good, Voodoo Dollface.
Did you expect any less?
I'll go get these developed at Island Trader.
Let me know how this all turns out. I'm headed back to the hotel. This was fun.
We need another drop into a ventilation shaft. I know who to call. Okay, we're back. So we need to drop this off, I guess, at Trader.
Welcome to Island Trader, an authorized dealer of Island brand products.
I need these developed.
I lost my
No
key to
problem.
the
One
developing
moment.
room.
Here you go. Thanks
Oh.
for choosing Island Trader, where the trade winds always blow your way.
Holy cow, that was super fast. Usually these are a little bit of time.
Cold, hard evidence. A lawyer's best friend. Or worse, nightmare.
Okay. All right. Let's make him squeal, question mark?
What is it now? My God, you don't listen.
I've got pictures of you cheating on your wife, Lawton. You ready for a plea bargain?
Look, I told you, I don't... What's that you say?
You heard me.
Okay, detective. What do you
This
want
is
from
so
me?
weird.
I'd like to make a deal. Give me everything you have on the Lamoon family, and I'll give you Kiki's tickets to Alimony Town.
But I can't break attorney-client privilege. People have to be able to trust me.
Say no more. I understand. Should I say hello to the missus for you? I'm on my way over there now.
Okay, you've made your case. Here, take these. That's all the information I have pertaining to the Lamoon family.
The key, oh, and
I
the
had all
receipt.
their legal documents destroyed when they perished. That's all that's left. Now please leave me in peace. I have work to do.
This game is pretty funny.
It's a receipt for a Crumsford Capital Bank account.
Okay.
I guess the Lamoons had an account there. Says their safe deposit box number is 203.
Okay, 203. All right, well, we'll stop over there because it's right here.
Hello and welcome to Crumsford Capital. What
Thank
can
you.
I do for you today?
Very kind.
You got an ice box I can keep my lettuce in?
We sure do. Crumbsford Capital is here to service all your finance management needs. Also, any account you open comes with a complimentary safe deposit box.
Okay, yeah. That gets us, I guess, set up in the room.
You convinced me. I'd like to open a bank account.
That's wonderful news. To open an account, you'll need an executive approval form from Mr. Crumbsford.
What?
Where did you say I can get an executive approval form?
You'll have to get one from our president, Gordon Crumbsford.
I mean, that's not really...
Actually, maybe another time. See you.
I don't know. I never had to speak to the bank president to open a bank account before. This is kind of an interesting situation.
What is it now? I'm a very busy man, Detective.
Would you be willing to give me an executive approval form? I'd like to open a bank account.
Crumbsford Capital is a prestigious institution that caters only to a small pool of elite clients. The only way we're able to maintain a rigorous quality of service is by keeping that pool small. So I'm sorry, Detective, but I'm afraid the answer is no.
Sheesh.
As long as my eyes remain open to watch over these gilded halls, the approval forms will remain safely nestled in the drawers of my filing cabinet.
Okay. Aha. Alright, so we ate chocolate. Gotta use the poison on the chocolate, right? The soporific. And then, yeah, we'll just do, again, a little light beanie.
You seem to eat a lot of chocolate, Mr. Crumbsford.
Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather addicted to it. I can never say no to a box of Chortle's chocolate truffles, especially when I'm upset.
You don't say.
Really going to town with this thing.
Damn, I've run out.
Okay.
I've got a few more questions about the Lamoons.
Victor's story.
I asked Victor about the Lamoons too. He had an interesting take on things.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Victor seems to think you killed the Lamoon family in a fit of jealousy for Esmeralda.
Ooh.
Sound about right?
Hitting them together here.
I should destroy that man and staunch the endless flow of fetid vitriol that spills from his disgusting mouth.
Okay.
Why in the world would I kill the woman I love? There's no substance to these wicked indictments, and if you believe them, you're an even bigger fool than you look. Damn, I've run out.
Okay.
I've got other questions. That's enough for now. I may come back later.
Okay, so we need to come back here to get the approval form. The approval form gets us access to the bank account or bank box, whatever it was. Candy me.
They put the candy where the kids can see. It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game. Do you not have... Okay.
Welcome to Island Trader. Please let me know if I can get anything for you.
The whatever, those eyes. Yeah, that character's pretty funny. Like, insane bank teller. Reminds me of the bank teller from Escape from Monkey Island as well.
Do you carry Chortle's chocolate truffles?
We sure do, and you're in luck. I've got our last box right here behind the counter.
Oh, last box.
Ring them up for me, will you?
Put it on my tab.
You got it. Here you go.
Alright. So, we do need to put together a little bit of this, that, and the other. Favorite treat, fish gland. Looks like that's it, right?
A little fugo goes a short way towards a long nap.
Ooh. Alright. Hey, Guinea Prince. What can you tell me about Camber St. Cole? What do you know about voodoo?
Hey, Crumsford. I brought you something.
What's that you got there? Is that a box of Chortle's chocolate truffles?
With a little extra some for
Token
you.
of my appreciation for being so cooperative.
Well, it's awfully kind of you, Detective. Thank you.
Totally not poisoned.
Delicious. You know, I'm feeling rather...
Looks like he's out cold.
And he has a concussion. Okay. Filing cabinet.
Well, looky here. An executive approval form.
I'll be having that. Do we need to do anything for this?
It's an executive approval form I took from Crumsford's filing cabinet.
Looks like it's already signed.
I can use it to open a bank account.
That is convenient. Hello, here's my approval form.
I'm ready to open a bank account. Here's that form you asked for.
Fantastic! You've made the right choice, sir. From now on, you can sleep soundly knowing that
Terrifying.
your money is safe here at Crumbsford Capital. You also now have access to your own personal safe deposit box. All I need is a short 6-digit passcode for the combination lock. I recommend something memorable, perhaps an important date, like an anniversary or a birthday.
Oh, I have to put something in? What should the code be, people? Should we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No one will think of that one, right?
Great! You're all set. Just let me know anytime you'd like to visit your safe deposit box. Here's a receipt confirming the creation of your new account. You can find your safe deposit box number there too. We're so happy you decided to bank with Crumbsford Capital. Just let me know if I can help in any way.
We were talking about baseballs earlier in this stream. That kind of worked out nicely. Same combination on my luggage.
I'd like to visit my safe deposit box.
Fantastic! Just follow me to the vault.
So we won't be able to get into this, obviously, because we need
It's
the
a receipt
code.
for a Crumsford Capital bank account.
Maybe the code's inside the
account there.
mausoleum.
It says their safe deposit box number is 203.
Okay.
It's safe deposit box number 203.
Maybe we have the same one, right? New code, safe code.
Guess that wasn't it.
Okay. Okay. So that's our next order of business. Fair enough. All right, we're moving along in this game. We're moving along. I'm gonna get us set up right here. And I'm gonna hit the save here. Oh wait, it automatically saves, doesn't it? I'm gonna call it an evening because I have got to get some sleep. I will be back on Sunday again for Spin Sunday, and we'll play more of Voodoo Detective on Tuesday, along with more Indiana Jones. Thanks for hanging out. This game is really, really nice. It's a fun game. I hope everyone's enjoying it. I certainly am.